a second. Gather some people. Let me make sure it's working. I think it's coming. All right. I think we're good to go. So first of all, happy National Women's Day. Did you know it was National Women's Day?
I did not.
You are a disappointment to all women out there.
Okay. That's a pretty crappy thing to say to me on National Women's Day.
No, it was yesterday. You missed it. So
Still crappy.
I wouldn't have said it yesterday. It was the day. It was National Women's Day. Congratulations, you have a day. Does it make you feel good?
It might have if you didn't say, "Well, you're a
breadwinner
failure
of
to the women."
I'm congratulating you on National Women's Day. Anyway, I'm Nick. This is my lady friend Laura.
There we go again.
And I'm Nick. Welcome.
It's going to be a good time.
Welcome to our little podcast, which Laura hates doing. You don't like doing this, do you?
I don't mind doing it. It's just, timing on this one seems to be a little bit of a wreck. Also, you just referred to me as your lady friend again, after multiple people, even me, told you not to do that. So you obviously are incapable of learning. Good job.
I think it's funny. Because it annoys you. That's why I think it's funny. We'll recap last week real quick. Thank you to everybody who watched. We got lots of nice comments. A lot of my coworkers commented. It was very, very nice. I thought it was very cool of you to comment. Thank you very much. I also wanted to be known that a lot of people said, what I did was what we did was a very noble thing to tell my story, blah, blah, blah. I did not see it that way. I did it for personal.
That's hilarious that people told you that it was noble. They called you noble. That's awesome.
Yes, I did it for personal.
I hope you saved those.
I did it for personal. Can you move that way a little bit? Yeah, you're good. More. There you go. Now you're perfectly.
Oh, okay. That's all right.
I did it for personal reasons, and I don't know if those personal reasons watched or listened, but it's out there in the zeitgeist anyway, and that's pretty much it. So, but anyway, thank you for the comments. It was very, very cool.
I do think it was a legitimate message, so I will.
It was.
I'm not going to call you noble, but yes, I thought that it was a good topic. And
I did reach out to the local stuttering group.
Yes.
And I offered to mentor. I actually did.
Cool.
I actually did do that. I checked out their website. I reached out. So
see, that may actually succeed in making you a legitimately more noble person. Look at that. Something to strive for.
I'm doing something good.
I know, except that like flies in the face of what's important to you. So
this week, I wanted to talk about how COVID, the last year, my quality of life has actually gotten better. I know a lot of people complain. You can't go out to restaurants. You can't go see movies. I get it. I understand. But a lot of people are miserable. There's a lot of anger. People are just angry, and I understand that. People lost their jobs. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But my life...
And there are a lot of people that definitely had legitimate hardships as a result of this. So we don't mean to minimize that at all.
Don't minimize that at all. I've done stuff to help some people out with the GoFundMe thing for local musicians and whatever. Some other stuff. So, but this week, I want to talk about how actually COVID has been positive, at least for me. Has COVID been positive for you overall? Your quality of life?
I don't know.
So I will tell you how my quality of life is better.
I figured we'd go that route.
Let's do that. I have notes. So, first of all, normally our schedules are crazy, right? Like
yes.
I had the band, and I'm playing 2-3 times a week, and Lexi's got our passion, can I call her our passion child? Our love child? No? Our offspring? Our kin?
How about our kid?
Our kin. My kin.
That's awesome.
My love child with my lady friend. Anyway, where was I? Yeah, so she's running around 5-6 days a week to dance, and we're back and forth, and I'm got band stuff.
So
there's just so much stuff going on.
So wait,
everything stopped.
Pause for 1 second.
Yes.
Again, I want to just disclaimer this. We only have one child and we run that child all over the place. There are many people whose schedules are probably,
Just as bad.
3 times
Yes.
as bad because they have multiple children
Absolutely.
all running in different directions.
I don't deny that whatsoever.
I don't want to
I don't deny
overstate.
that.
I mean, we were running around a
But that's
lot.
what I'm saying. Just everybody does.
But yes,
runs
everybody
around a lot.
does have it. Everybody does have it. Some are probably way worse than ours.
Absolutely, and I don't deny that. I know guys and girls who were husbands and wives, or they got tournaments every weekend, and their
Yeah,
weekends are
like
shot
crazy.
just like my weekends because of the band. Like it's just crazy.
It's just a different thing.
But when COVID hit and everything stopped, my life got better because I had So here's why. Everything stopped with the band, which is a shame for the band. I do enjoy doing that, but as you know, and I'm gonna break some news here. Every year I quit the band.
Every year.
Every year.
I mean, it's been every year forever.
And then
It's-
Tim and
we,
John,
I laugh when he
they
tells
talk
me.
me into coming back or whatever in some capacity. But this past year, last summer, I quit. I was done, and then Tim and John talked to why don't you just do these couple gigs and some weddings and stuff. And I was like, all right, fine. But I really wanted to take the summer off, and boy, did I get the summer off plus some, right? So, but it's like my schedule changes. Like I go to bed earlier now. I used to get to bed at 2:00 in the morning, even without the band. I would just stay up late because I was used to staying up late on the weekends. I just stay up late and play games or watch TV or whatever. Now I go to bed usually before 12, which is
Yeah,
for
you,
me,
you
that's
come
saying something.
you come up a lot, and I
Saying
am
something.
still awake now,
Yeah.
which didn't used to be the case.
I get up earlier and I go to bed earlier. So that first thing and stuff. And I'm not always tired. When I was playing with the band 2-3 times a week, I was always tired. It doesn't matter. Like I would be, because I would force myself to get up in the morning on a weekend, even though I wouldn't get home till 2-3 o'clock in the morning, just to be functional. And I was miserable. Whatever. So that got better. I caught up on a ton of movies that I have not, like, I've never seen a Fast and the Furious movie until COVID, which is I know it's like crazy. It's right, but now I'm slowly going through them. I've watched 3 or 4 of them now. We never saw like the Bourne movies. Like these are movies that have been out for 10, 12, 15 years. Like we've never seen these things before, and we watched
Although
them.
I do again, just want to put a little caveat here that many people would not consider sitting in front of the television watching movies an improvement to your quality
But that's
of
all we
life,
had.
right?
But that's all we had.
That's-
There was no,
I
was there no
understand that.
improvement for the last year.
But to some extent, you should shoot for more when it comes to quality of life. I'm just saying, you're a
just saying, I
huge
caught
movie
up.
lover, so it actually was very impactful for you.
Yes.
And I like movies too, but I would love to be able to do more with that time than just watch
But I
content.
caught up on stuff that I haven't seen, or that I missed movies from 10, 15 years ago because of the band and whatever. But all of a sudden we had time. This is how I equate it. Is that the right word? I don't know. I gotta bring up my
I don't know. I need to know what you're going to say next in order to
I
evaluate that statement.
Laura Bodine Tantaris, you look fabulous. Cousin Joy.
Oh,
Hi,
thank
Cousin
you.
Joy. Cousin Joy's watching. I equate it. I don't know if it's right. To we both love when there's a snowstorm
Yes.
and you can't do anything and
Yes.
we're stuck at home, right?
Yes.
I like that because it puts everybody is on the same level during a snowstorm. We can't go out. No one can go out to bars. Everyone has to stay home when there's a big storm. Everyone's on the same playing field. And part of me doesn't like missing out on things,
Yeah, you're a FOMO guy.
right?
Yep.
What does FOMO mean?
Fear of missing out.
If you're missing out, that's what
FOMO means.
I'm a FOMO guy.
He's a FOMO guy.
I don't
I'm
like
not.
missing out
I
on
have no
things.
fear of missing out.
Like I don't want to miss like someone's having a good time. Not that I get jealous, but anyway. So it's like, but now for the last year, for the most part, no one's done anything. No one's. So it was like a giant snowstorm for like a whole year, and I liked that. I thought it was
Yeah, but
cool. It was a neat thing.
you are totally chomping at the bit to get out now.
Now I am. Yes.
Yeah.
I am now. Yes.
I think different people have different thresholds, right, of how much downtime they can take. I actually think I probably have a higher threshold than you.
Are
Because
you not chomping at the bit to go to a restaurant,
not really.
to the movies?
I'm not chomping at the bit. I mean, when it's time, then that'll be great. And if I were to go tomorrow, I would enjoy it, but I don't have a need
You know what's
to
funny?
do those things. What?
I told you this before. If you think back the last year, I can I can remember how many restaurants I've been to in the last year.
Well, yeah.
Now Chick-fil-A takeout and
We did a lot of
Anthony's Pizza
takeout.
we did a lot of takeout.
And some of that was to break up. Although I think like the cooking situation around here has changed, so we definitely have more variety of meals anyway. But some of that was also just he hasn't cooked. Yeah, other than the grill, you don't cook. You don't cook.
Been a while.
Period.
I used to cook a lot.
We used to split the cooking way back when. But anyway, takeout.
She's just a better cook, and that's why.
He's so full of it. He's
You're a
just
better
lazy.
cook.
Even when he cooks, he still makes me make something. What is the point of that? I might as well just do it all. But anyway,
you make better salads than I make.
That's just the noodle in the sink. Anyway,
You put noodles in the sink?
now
that's
that's
how
actually
you
a
make them?
shout out to a guy I used to work for
noodle in the
a
sink
million years ago who said he always did the job not quite good enough so that the wife would always go, oh yeah, I'm better at it, and take care of it. That's your noodle in the sink. That's you leaving that so that you can pass that buck.
Yeah.
Anyway, what I was going to say was some of the takeout, like we tried, especially in the beginning, and it's been a little up and down, to order takeout more than normal just because we felt like we needed to do what we could to support local
Absolutely.
businesses.
Yeah.
You know,
And
there
Chick-fil-A.
are restaurant. Chick-fil-A doesn't really count. I mean,
It
more of
counts.
like the local
businesses and
owned
Chick-fil-A.
restaurants that, you know, there's a lot of people out there that live and die on this stuff. So that was important. So we upped our takeout. So anyway, sorry.
No, I'm reading. So Chris Mazzoni from The Zone, awesome band. Check them out this summer because they got lots of gigs coming up. Said, we live similar lives. Years of no movies, up for work and kid activities on weekends, after gigs in Maryland, Vermont, and all over. I mean, it's just.
I think
you.
a lot of
Trust
people
me,
actually.
I feel for you, man.
We're not the only people. I've read articles and heard other people say that one of the things that landed for COVID was that we're way too overscheduled.
Yep.
But the problem is that as soon as it busts open, we're going to go right back into it.
But here's
We're
my
not
point.
going to. We're not going to roll it back.
This is my point. I am not going back to that schedule.
You're not going to change it. We're not going to change Lexi's activities.
That's fine. I'm not going back to my schedule.
The band.
I'm not going to
That's
play.
all that is the band.
And I'm sorry, Tim and John, if you're watching this.
Yeah, you say that, but
I'm
we'll
not
see.
going to go back to playing 3-4 times a week.
You stopped playing 3 to 4 times a week 2 years ago.
Over the summers, we do.
I don't even think you were playing that much the last summer that you played because
Last
you
summer we didn't
quit.
play.
Because you quit like he always does, and then they go, "We'll just have you play these key gigs to like," and so then he plays less. He's a little prima donna with the band.
Prima
It's crazy.
donna?
Well, you just anyway. They love you, and that's why they do it, and that's okay. I understand it, but
Look, the point being is, I don't want to go back. I did this so much more cooking. Oh, good. It's Chris Mazzoni from The Zone, thezoneband.com, I think. I don't know. Anyway,
sorry, I pushed you off topic. I'm
no,
good at that.
It's just I don't want to go back to that schedule. I just don't. Look, the band served its purpose. It was fun for many years, and number two, our offspring is going to college, so it served its purpose.
So I would say that there's a third purpose, and this
What's the third purpose?
this podcast, I'm checking time because you're not going to have enough time to get into this.
I know.
Is bleeding a lot into band topics, but the third purpose you are currently trying to fill with things like this podcast, the Twitch thing that you got going on with the gaming, right? Like you have this
Check me out on
need
Twitch, Nick
for
and Tentaris.
affirmation, social affirmation. It's all the crazy stuff you do on Facebook. Like you need that attention. You need it.
Are you calling me? Now we're on LinkedIn, so I have to be careful what I say. But are you
Yes.
calling me an attention whore?
I mean, I didn't use those words, and over the years, we've known other people that I've commented on that, and I'm sure you'll remember. I don't want to name names on this. I'm not going to. That did a lot of things because they needed that attention, and I think the band served that for you. And with the band being quiet for the last year, in the last 6 months, you've actually amped up your other channels to get out there. So
Yeah, but I like technology, and I always want to do this. Set up a couple cameras.
agreed.
but
You've
like, I've
always talked
wanted
about
to.
these things. They're not totally
And
new.
And being in COVID
allowed you to do
allowed
it.
me to actually do it.
Yes.
If it was normal life, we would never have a chance to
No.
do this. Anyway,
Agreed.
real quick, because I do have to leave in about
I mean, you
10
got 10 minutes.
other things that we got to do. Home projects. We put a whole floor in upstairs just to occupy time. It was like...
Well, you don't think we would have done that anyway? I mean, I wanted that
but
carpet
we
ripped
would have
out.
done it, but we wouldn't have done it in the middle of the summer.
Probably not.
Because
You would have
middle
been way
summer
too
is
busy.
prime time,
Way
band
too busy.
time.
Yeah, you do these projects usually in the
In the fall.
Yeah. Or in the winter, like
we
January,
did-
February.
Our yard last year was the best it's ever been in my entire life. That yard.
That might be true.
Absolutely. It was
I mean, we still can't
pristine.
grow grass. It's still weeds, but that's all we got here. So there you go.
You did a couple projects.
I do projects
You did
every
what's
year.
The great thing and
The great
the
thing.
the thing where I hurt my back.
Oh,
rocks
my
and
little arbor. And then the rocks washed out and we never fixed that. See, I'm remembering now all the stuff we didn't fix now that the snow's melting.
One thing
Gotta
I
get back
didn't
out there.
do was read a book.
You didn't read a single book?
I started reading.
Oh, I may not have read a book, and I like to
You
read.
read? No, I think you were reading.
I wasn't.
started
No,
reading
I was
the
doing
Walking
other
Dead,
stuff.
Compendial comics because we're big Walking Dead fans. By the way, something else we did. Laura watched every.
Yeah, we started from the beginning because
I've
I
seen
never
them all.
watched it.
So last summer we watched over 100 episodes of Walking Dead and Fear the Walking Dead.
Yep,
in
watched
about
it all.
in about a month and a half.
That's the difference. See, normally I would be reading because you would be out, but instead I watched more content and did more other things, and then I also ended up like in the fall starting up with my little gaming habit, which I haven't done in
That's awesome.
like 15 years.
That's awesome.
I mean, I'm rusty, but
I agree. I don't want to go back to commuting 3 hours a day. Yes, Maggie,
oh, 3 hours a day. Oh my
Maggie
gosh. No,
is-
find another way.
one of our customer service gurus.
She's a
awesome.
find another way. Can she stay work from home?
Maggie, can you stay working from home? I'll put a good word for you. No, I have zero pull.
Technology
whatsoever. I
should
got
support
zero
that
pull.
now. They had to make the technology work. You
How
want to be
long
able
did
to
the
do that
Florence
job.
project take? Days. Wow. It took a couple weeks.
It ended up taking longer. Why? And it's still not done.
It's
actually,
still not done. It's not.
there's
every
little
project
tiny
we do,
things.
Chris,
Gets
is
to-
92% done.
yes.
In this house.
Yes,
Uh,
that's why we're gonna start hiring people.
I
Every
can't afford
project.
hiring people if I'm not playing in the band.
Well, that's probably
a lot. I'll be playing in the band this summer. TBD, Maggie said. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a long commute.
Maggie, I think that for the rest of the year, you can work from home.
See, we always, and that's the other thing. It wasn't a big change for us from a work perspective because we've always worked from home. It reduced client visits because we couldn't visit the clients, right? So it definitely reduced some of it, but we were still always home based.
Yep.
So for us,
I
the work
did-
environment didn't change that much. Not like people who had to like transition into the house. Also, we're in a good spot because Lexi's older. If we had little kids, this would have been really challenging.
Probably. I probably wouldn't
Really
do it.
challenging. I can't even imagine how hard it is
So-
for those that have to deal with that situation.
How can I say this without revealing who it is? Somebody who I work with likes to meet me for coffee or lunch because that person has quite a few kids, and they're all very young.
And then when they're in the
I don't-
home and you're trying, and
don't
even
blame
if
that
only
person.
one of the two parents is working, it's still
Yeah.
difficult. So we were fortunate.
Yeah. Anyway, back to the restaurant thing. I can recall you and Lex went to Westchester
Ate outside when
In-
they first opened that up.
in like June.
Mm-hmm.
When we went up to see your dad, we went out to breakfast, and then I met a coworker twice. So I've been out in an actual restaurant 4 times in last year.
And I just went to the one at the ski resort because we've been going skiing
Yeah.
and we ate there in their restaurant, which I was surprised to open, but they had the tables so far apart you were near no one.
Now in a couple weeks, because I'll be fully vaxxed on Saturday, and you'll be half vaxxed. But when you're fully vaxxed, we're going to Pietros Prime, which is a steakhouse in Westchester. Where we're going to go. So I think in Mayish. Does that sound
Sure.
about right for your
I don't know.
vaccine thing? Anyway, we did a bunch of home projects. Oh, we did the workout room downstairs. I put that together. I got my office was really never set up. That's all
Yes,
set
you
up.
reset up the
I
office,
actually am pretty
but
happy with it.
we had to do a lot of things in the basement because Lexi was using the
Yeah.
basement to do dance.
Anyway, the moral of the story is, I've actually enjoyed COVID over the last year. I'm not sad to see it go. I'm happy it's going because I'm going opening day. But I get to go to some baseball games. And
Also,
some,
you don't want more people to die.
play some
how about some, how about
gigs. I
some
don't
of
want
those
people
things
to
too?
die.
Yes.
Everyone knows that. I don't want people to
I know. I'm just saying.
So we're happy that it's going away, but part of me is a little bit sad because
Things will sort of
things
start
will
to
go
change.
back to normal.
You know, the scheduling thing, we
The
have
scheduling
control
will go.
over that. It's
I know,
just that
we
we
do.
won't choose to make a lot of changes.
Just think in 3 years, the offspring will be gone, and we'll have a lot of free time. what shall we do for ourselves?
Oh, I might need to get some hobbies.
I think that's all I got. Oh, one thing that you said before, COVID fit or COVID fat. Right?
Yeah.
So in the beginning, like lots of people are starting working out more. Whatever. In the beginning, I was COVID fit because I was coming off of this like dumb like running streak idea thing
Oh, that's right.
that I had where I was going to run at least a mile. And most days it was 3, 4, 5 miles, but at least a mile every day. And I was going to try to hit a year, but then I hurt myself in Florida, in Disney. We were in Disney, and we did too much walking. So I think it made it like 7 months. But anyway, so going into COVID, I was COVID fit, and then I would think over the summer I started getting COVID fat. I don't like working out when it's hot outside. But then we got a treadmill, and we put it inside, and I started getting COVID fit again. So
Yeah, not me. We got the treadmill. I started out on it, okay, and then I hurt my ankle, and after that, I just gave up. So no COVID fit for me. That's what I got.
Kevin and I
I'm
are
just gonna
doing
have to
Capitol
diet.
Grill Saturday. So we're 2 weeks post second shot.
Woohoo!
Sydney and Kevin Broomall, enjoy the Capitol Grill. You guys deserve it. You should go out, tip your bartenders and waitresses great. Akeem, same idea here. First dinner out will be a fancy one, no doubt. Akeem, I think you and I, well, no, you and Jen will be cleared before me and Laura because Laura got a late jump on. So enjoy. I said we could go out together, but enjoy Akeem. I have a date with Akeem.
Ooh,
So we're going to go over to his house. Actually, you're going to go too, and we're going to try his beer that he brewed. Very, very soon.
very cool. Is it good?
I don't know if it's good.
Did he try it already?
It's still.
It's still brewing. Got it. Got it.
So anyway, that's my story. I said we got to cut short this
Short.
week because I have to go get the offspring at dance class. Anything else you want to say?
No.
So I'll leave you with this. Is your quality of life better from COVID, or you still won't have? No.
I mean, some things are better.
We ate out less. We saved money, actually, because
Did we?
restaurants are expensive. Yeah, I just saved a lot of money.
Yeah, but we were getting takeout 2 and 3 times a week, and we don't usually do that.
Because when you're getting
We
takeout,
didn't
you're not
eat
buying
out
booze.
every week.
Hold on, you're not getting booze.
Yeah, but we
You're
only
not-
ate out a handful. We would not go out eating and
We ate out
drinking
weekly.
regularly.
We ate-
No, we
yes,
did
we did.
not.
Yes, we
At
did.
a nice
Because
restaurant
if
with
we
drinks.
would
No.
send-
We got
If
pizza
we would
weekly.
send-
Pizza weekly. That was it.
No, if we would take Lexi to dance class, you and I would go to either Timothy's or to Ron. We were doing that at least once per week.
I don't think we did it once. a
Yes,
week.
we did.
There were some times
People,
where we
look,
did it.
She's old. She forgets stuff. I'm gonna look at my credit card bills tonight.
And I can
prove
guarantee
that.
it wasn't once a week. There
It
were
was once a
probably a
week.
couple streaks, but I bet you if you prorated it across a whole year, it was probably only about 12
This is
times.
why we have credit card bills. So we can go back and look.
Good. Enjoy.
All right, next week I think we're not gonna do one because I have 2 band rehearsals next week. One on Tuesday and one on Thursday. But the following week, the topic's gonna be what's it gonna be, Laura?
I don't know.
Parenting during COVID.
Again, I'm still going to ask, are these the right topics for LinkedIn?
Why not?
I don't know.
We're on Facebook today too.
I just feel like, I don't know, more professional topics or more parenting during COVID.
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, I'll give you for instance. It's like, I've always said this. It's like if you complain in front of your kids that you're getting a raw deal and how can you learn like this, blah 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 blah. It implants it in your kid's head, and your kid starts thinking, well, I'm going to slack because mom and dad said this isn't the right way to learn, so I'm not going to try harder. And we don't do that. I mean, I don't.
No, but I guess my point is that I don't think there's a lot to say about that.
No, there's a lot to say.
Apparently, Nick has a lot to say about
There's a
that.
lot to say. All right, I got to go. Take a ride. Bye. Everyone have a
See
good
ya.
week. Thanks for watching. Sorry it was so short. See you later. Say goodbye.